This course information is for current Year 9 students studying Year 10 in 2021. There are 5 Year 10 programs. At first glance, they look complicated. They are all, however, variations of the standard program, and I will step you through each program and provide student insights into their experiences of each program. The Year 10 standard program has prescribed studies in religious education, English, maths, science, health and physical education, 1 semester of history, and 3 elective choices. I'll hand you over to Zach and Shanae for them and their perspectives on the program.
Hi, it's Zach here. I'm providing a student perspective on the Year 10 standard program. I chose to do standard because I'm not usually one to excel in my grades, but I'm not known to fail. I chose this because it was perfect for me. In my classes, they revised parts that I might have missed in Year 9, but introduced me to new topics and resources to help me in Year 11. As a class in standard usually has around 20 students and involves worksheets, physical activities, and assignments. As common class activity and assignments, exams or tests are a way of assessing my learning. While I haven't particularly liked going over the topics I've previously learnt about the class, I've really liked that they are refreshing us with things we might have forgotten or parts of the topic I might have missed. Next year, I am aiming to do VCE, where I can try and earn my place in accelerated classes. I'm choosing to do VCE so I can provide them with the options which will help me in a career I wish to pursue. After school, I'm interested in pursuing either a nursing or a paramedic degree, where I can work my dream as a paramedic.
Hi, I'm Shanae Griffin. I am providing a student perspective on the Year 10 standard program that IRIST is offering. I chose to do standard as I am still not sure what I want to do in the future and trying to keep as many options open as I can so I don't go down the wrong path and realise I don't like it and don't want to pursue that path. Then it will be hard for me to go back into standard, so I'm just going to wait till Year 11 before I pick a path that is right for me. School, I am interested in pursuing hairdressing or down the beauty industry. I also am very interested in kindergarten teaching or helping out like an assistant. This is why I'm not sure what path I want to go down, so I'm still keeping as many options open as I can. Thank you.
The applied program, Program 2, has also prescribed studies in religious education, English, mathematics, science and humanities, physical education and vocational preparation, and 2 elective units. The big difference is that 1 day a week, students are off campus at a VET course. I'll hand you over to Mitch, who's going to talk you through the applied program and his experiences in it.
Perspective on the Year 10 applied learning. I chose to do applied learning because I wanted to do automotive. A typical class in applied learning usually has around 20 students and involves group work such as common class activities and PowerPoint projects and posters as a way of assessing my learning. While I haven't particularly liked the recent online learning, I'm not a huge fan of doing schoolwork generally. I have liked TAFE and being able to work on cars and learn more about motors. Next year, I'm aiming to do VCAL, complete Year 11 and finish my VET automotive course. After school, I'm interested in pursuing a career as a diesel mechanic or more recently, diesel technician.
The Year 10 applied program consists of Certificate 2 and Certificate 3 courses that are available locally. There is a broad range of courses, and you can see a snapshot of these courses on this slide. There are other possible solutions that might be able to be negotiated with Mr. Cunningham or Mrs. Martin. Applications for the Year 10 applied program are required by the end of Term 2 on June the 26th. Details for the course application are in the course guide. For more information about the VET courses, go to the Get VET Guide on the link shown. One of the options is a languages program. You can see the prescribed studies are the same, however one of the elective units is taken up by a language. I'll hand you over to William O'Connor, who's going to talk you through his experience of Japanese.
Hello, this is Will O'Connor. I'm going to be doing a student perspective on the Year 10 languages program. So I chose to do Japanese because the whole culture of Japan is really interesting. Plus, it's a really fun language to learn, especially in the classroom. We do a lot of different activities like Kahoots to help with our learning. We also do lots of speaking to practice. Classes are very fun, and I always look forward to them. Our class has about 8 kids, so it is pretty small, which is a good thing because it can guarantee that everyone is there to learn. Also, if you do Japanese in Year 10, you get to go on a trip to Japan, which might not happen this year. There isn't really a lot I dislike about Japanese, because if I didn't like it, I just wouldn't be doing it. What I like most about it is that it's a very fun class with great people in it. For my subjects next year, I want to keep doing Japanese, and also things like computer programming or multimedia. I would also like to do history as well. As for things after school, I'm interested in gaming and other things like that, but I'm not sure on specifically what I want to do yet.
Thanks, Will. The Accelerated program is another version of our Year 10 standard program. However, one of the elective lines is taken up by an accelerated VCE Unit 1 and Unit 2 sequence. I'll hand you over now to James Munro, who's going to give you his perspective of his accelerated subject.
Hi, it's James Munro here, and I'm providing a student perspective on the Year 10 Accelerated program. I chose to do Accelerated Health and Human Development because I've always had an interest in health and how the body and brain works. This program appealed to me because I was able to learn about things that I found interesting, as well as benefiting for my future. A class in Health and Human Development usually has around 16 students and involves interactive exercises that involve memory and speed skills as common class activity, and also involves frequent revision and testing exercises as a way of assessing my learning. While I haven't particularly liked the deadlines and pressure that comes with the Year 10 Accelerated program, I really like the support that you receive as you move into a higher level of learning. Next year I am aiming to complete my Health and Human Acceleration as I will finish Units 3 and 4 in Year 11, but I am also interested in starting new units of learning to help with my pathway for the future. After school, I am interested in pursuing a health-based career, whether this be on-field paramedics or a psychologist. I am also interested in traveling the world and experiencing cultures and lifestyles outside of the Australian norm.
Another version of the accelerated program includes a language option. One elective line is taken up with VCE units, and the second elective line is taken up by a language. I'll hand you over to Matilda for an overview.
I'm going to be providing a student perspective on the Year 10 Accelerated Languages program. I chose to do this program because I wanted to continue with Japanese as well as complete a VCE subject. My VCE subject is biology, and there are 12 people in my class. Our common classroom activities are completing pracs and worksheets, as well as note-taking. We also have class discussions about any ideas that people are unsure about. As well as these, we also have to complete logbook activities, which have information that will be on our SAC and will help us with our SAC, which is just a test to assess our learning. What I've liked most about this program was the opportunity to complete biology as well as continue with Japanese. What I didn't like about this program was that I couldn't do another elective. I only had Japanese and biology that I could do because they both take up 2 electives, so I couldn't complete a third one. Next year, I'm probably looking to do English, continuing with biology and Japanese, as well as looking at a maths, a science, another science maybe, art, and a health and PE subject as my VCE subjects for next year. I don't really know what my post-school interests are and what I'm interested in pursuing, so I'm just trying to keep my options open and learn what I'm interested in.
The Year 10 Accelerated Program is a wonderful opportunity for students to maximise their performance and VCE results. It enriches their learning by experiencing a VCE subject early. Applications for this program are required by the end of Term 2. Automatic entry is not guaranteed, and students will be notified of their success prior to the course information evening by email from the academic office. So please check your emails to see if you've been successful. You will see on the list here of all of the Unit 1 and 2 subjects available for acceleration. To be eligible to enrol in one of these subjects, a student needs to have a combined subject total of 80% or a demonstrated interest and strength in a subject area with consistently high work habits. Year 10 Maths requires a selection. There is an option 1, which is advanced, and option 2, which is standard. Students are encouraged to discuss this selection with their current maths teacher before making a choice as to which option they will enrol in 2021. Science has changed their programs for 2021. Option 1 is General Science, which is a taster of all the different science subjects. Option 2 is where specialised science can be chosen, with 1 semester of biology or chemistry or physics or psychology. These are recommended for students who know that they will be studying science in VCE and are a great preparation for these units. If you're not sure what to do, please talk to your science teacher about the best pathway for you. You will see here a list of electives that are available in the elective lines for some of the programs. You are encouraged to choose electives that work with your strengths and your interests. Everyone's experience is different. Try not to listen to the people who did electives before you and choose the electives that interest you and will stretch you and your performance and experience. Some helpful things to consider. Year 10, some important decisions need to be made. The first point is that it is critically important to check the course guide. For acceleration and applied learning, there is more information on the links shown here. Please access all of the staff and resources available to you here at school, especially your subject teachers and learning area leaders. The VTAC guide is a good place to start if you want to learn more about the prerequisites for university courses. Sometimes working backwards from prerequisites can help you choose the pathway best for you in Year 10. If you are interested in apprenticeships, please visit the link. Your Moresby profile was the interview conducted with Mrs. Martin and the testing that you did. Please look at your own personal strengths and weaknesses and use this to assist you in your decision making. Now, some questions and some advice to consider. What aspects of school have you enjoyed the most? What have you been good at? Generally, we succeed in subjects that we like and subjects that we are good at. Ask yourself how committed you are to your study. If you're uncertain about your future pathways, how can you keep as many doors open to you as possible? Are there any entry requirements or prerequisites for your preferred post-school pathway? Please be realistic in relation to what you're capable of and what the school can provide. Do your research before you make your decisions and seek further advice. There is no right or wrong pathway. There are multiple options, entry and exit points from all sorts of study, training and employment. And with this in mind, do what's best for you and avoid getting caught up in societal pressures. Good luck with your course selection for Year 10 in 2021. The Year 10 course selection process is completed online. So once you have made your decisions, please follow the instructions provided. You will be greeted with a screen that looks a little like this. Choose the program that is suitable for you. Please then print, sign and return your receipt to the academic office by the due date.